Yes, bathtub reglazing. That is what we do the best. You wanted the best, and you got the best. That's right. Don't mess with us. We'll reglaze your tub better than anybody else.
Hey there, welcome back to our channel, Bathtub Renew. Don't forget to subscribe. You don't want to miss another video. Check out what we do.
Anyways, this is indicative of a terrible, terrible reglazer. Now, why is this like this around the drain? Okay. Looks like the tap leaks, so we're gonna have to strip this a little bit. See how it's doing this? See how it's doing that? It's all starting to lift here because it's been drip, 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 drip. And it looks like they came back and repaired it because I can kind of see. But they poured the coat, yeah, literally they poured. They sprayed the coating on like they poured it on. And more doesn't mean better. Once you get to so much mill build, once you get to so much thickness of the coating, okay, that's all you need. You don't need this much. You just need that much. A little bit too less, it wears through in a couple years. You get about that much, okay, 3 to 3.5 mil, perfect. Last over 10 years. You start going too thick, it's an elastomer. This is not like a casting resin. It's not designed to be thick like that, okay? What ends up happening is, see this? See how it's crazing like that? You put it on too thick. See this right here? These are all micro bubbles. It's all starting to fail here because these turkeys left their tap dripping. Those are all little blisters that are all getting ready to go, starting to lift. Okay. The rest of it looks really good. Besides that, it's an epoxy and it's turning yellow. It's silly. Do not use epoxies for top coats. I keep telling everybody this, and it's beyond me. I've been beating this drum for 15 years, okay? 10 years on this channel I've been saying, do not use epoxies on your top coat. Epoxies are good for primer, they stick good, but they turn yellow, okay? People say, well, that doesn't look that yellow. This is white, that's yellow. Why does it look so? Because I've got my big bright lights up. Well, check this out. Watch this. Watch this when I'm look how yellow that looks. It's got a mean blushing going on like crazy because the outside isn't that yellow, but where it's subjected to water all the time and moisture, it turns more yellow. Stop using epoxies. If somebody says to you, I don't care where you are, I get people that watch my videos all over the place, okay? They call me from all over the place. You want a person that uses a urethane or a polyurethane, okay? Acrylic this, acrylic that, blah, blah, blah. That's made up words, guys. It's just part of marketing. Maybe they don't understand, you know, maybe they're not like, you know, an educated technician like I am, you know, that has a chemistry background. Maybe they don't know. Maybe they didn't go to school for industrial coatings. I don't know. I don't know everything. But what I do know is when it turns yellow like this, it's because it's an epoxy, and the catalyst agent in it has a chemical in it called amine. You think I'm making a story? There's the chemical structure amine right there. And that turns yellow. This is called amine blushing when it turns yellow like this. And every tub that has an epoxy top coat will turn yellow. Don't believe them. It has to be urethane or polyurethane if it's going to stay white indefinitely. Now let's get going on this tub right now. We're going to cut out the caulking a little bit. Actually a lot. Watch my last video of cutting the caulking out. I did a total caulking remove in real time. You guys can suffer with that one. That video ended up being 41 minutes long. And about 25 minutes of it is me cutting the caulking out, and I stopped it in between certain spots because it was just getting too boring. I recorded all of it, but I just didn't post all of it because it was just so boring. You're just sitting in one area scraping. You have to get it all off. Certain areas you can't use machines. I try to use machines the best I can, but certain areas you can't. So we're going to feather this one up. This has blue primer on the back of it. I guarantee you it because I know my city. This tub was probably done maybe 4 or 5 years ago. This is a bathtub king job. And you just put too much on. Like, it's not bad, it sticks good, it turns yellow. That's the negative part of using an epoxy top coat. And you just flooded it. You just poured it on like a hose. What are you spraying? For no good reason. Because that looks terrible. So now we're gonna fix that up. Let's go. Get all set up here. We're gonna get our hose, stick it out the window. Decided to use the big guy today, the big 12-inch versus the 8-inch, because I don't know, we're getting bored with the 8-inch. 12 inches is better than 8. Suck more better. Put that in there. Everything goes out there. I'm gonna start sanding and feathering out. Okay, first things first, let's get this guy cleaned up. So because they ran the coating into this cavity, I've got to get this all out back to the original. See that? See that little bit right there? We got to try to get all that out. Sometimes it comes out easy, sometimes it doesn't. There's usually a few places that are stuck really good. So some people would say to me, well, why don't you just remove this? Right? We just remove this, and where we're in, you know, whatever state. Those always come out easy. Okay, we're in southwestern Ontario, Canada. This was built like buildings like 50 years old, 48 years old or something like this. This is brass, okay, covered with chrome. Below, okay, this is called the shoe that it threads into. That's brass, okay. You know what happens when you screw brass and chrome together? They corrode. So this will not spin out. Don't tell me I can get it. Maybe you can. 15 years of trying. 2 have come out of the thousands of jobs, okay? And when they do come out, you break the plumbing. So to get these out, we have to have access from underneath or from the bedroom in here, which we don't, and we don't have access underneath. That's why you see in a lot of these ones, there's holes cut in the ceiling just above, because that's what they've had to do. So you have to go underneath there, you have to get a Sawzall with a steel blade, you have to cut the thread, you have to take it off, you have to remove this, you have to cut your plumbing back, and you have to put a new waste and overflow in, okay? This is a low-income building. The drain is fine. Once I get this all cleaned up, it's gonna look nice, okay? We don't take them out. You're gonna cost the owner an extra $1,500, $1,000, $900. Well, people say, oh, we can, listen, in the parts I'm in, plumbers are expensive, everything's expensive in Canada, inflation is nuts. If anybody's paid attention to the Canadian economy, they say that we got the biggest real estate bubble in history. It's about ready to blow up. Our inflation's insane. Eggs are like freaking $7 to $11 for a dozen eggs. It's nuts, okay? You break this, it's over $1,000 bill. End of story. So this guy who owns this building, he wants to have his bathtubs nice, just make this clean, good enough, and we want it to stick good. So we're gonna work at this and get all this stuff around the drain out. We're almost there. Yeah. I'm alive to do bathtubs. Just double check our work here. Get everything out. Perfect. Excellent. Okay. So now that's the key to making them not fail around the drain. Then you don't have to take them out, break the guy's plumbing, charge an extra $1,000 or whatever it is. I'd be interested to hear what everybody else has to want to say in the comments in their area, what a plumber would charge in an apartment building to change a waste and overflow where you have to go like you gotta go through underneath here, you gotta go through the ceiling. Okay, and into this, because I know this building. So you gotta go through the ceiling and you gotta go through the wall to be able to change this. So comment down below what everybody else's plumbers would charge to do that. But I know for a fact that around here, you're not getting out for anything under, you know, around $1,000, plus you got to do all the drywall repair and paint. So now we're gonna make our little here. All right, she's all brand new, all shiny. Let's unmask this thing, cock it up, on to the next one. That's it, she's all brand new. Look at this, all cocked in, cock-a-doodle-doo. See how nice and tight that is? Beautiful. Look at that, awesome. All cocked nice, the floor nice and straight, beautiful. American Standard China White. Right guys, thanks for tuning in. We will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.